In this video, we're going to take a look at Zap Sliders. Zap Sliders can be used to delete parts of the body when Body Slide exports it. So that way, if the clothing is hiding parts of the body, there's no reason for it to be exported with the NIF. It also helps reduce clipping if you're using CBBE and the scaling bone system. JaneBot doesn't use them, so it'll have a lot less clipping by default. But the CBBE, you'll need definitely to use Zap Sliders. So you should use them all the time, regardless of your body type. So first thing I like to do is I like to take all of the armor parts. I'm going to set them as wireframes so I can see the body underneath. All right. And that looks good. So I can see the body underneath this wire. Now I'm going to select the body. Make sure you have the body selected. Always, always, always make sure you select the body. Then we're going to come up here to this little thing. Looks like a circle with a marquee tool. This is the masking tool. It does not marquee. I've suggested to Caliente that they should add marquee to this and make very convenient. We have to go ahead and mask certain parts of the body. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with masking the parts that we want deleted. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and delete part of the feet. So I'm going to, and in fact, I'm going to hit Control Z. I'm going to hit X on the keyboard to turn on symmetry so it masks both sides at the same time. Less work for me. And I'm just going to delete parts of the feet here. And what we're doing is just masking it right now. And we're going to invert this mask because the parts that are showing that aren't masked is what's going to get deleted. But we're going to mask what we want deleted and then invert it. So I'm just left clicking and just holding down the left click and kind of dragging this brush. Being very careful not to mask anything that I don't want deleted. And I'll go up just a little bit. You don't have to go up too far with this particular outfit. I'll just kind of maybe go up to here and I'll stop. I won't go any higher than that. And I'll just go ahead and come up. So this looks good right here. I want some of the skin showing because people will be able to look down the boots and see that the leg is still there, you know, if they get the right angle. And I might be too high on those feet. So maybe I kind of wonder, because these boots are so big, I wonder if they delete any of the feet. I might just keep most of this ankle here. Maybe I'll keep all the way down to here and I'll just get the bottom of the feet. Like down here, I'll just let this part get deleted and maybe I'll just keep all this. Well, kind of think about it as you're masking like what you really want deleted. So I might actually leave most of that there and just get the bottom half where the toes are masked. So I'll go ahead and come up here and I want to go ahead and get rid of some of this area here, but not too much, not too high, because they might be able to kind of see down this blouse here. So I want to be careful that you can't see that you've done this. So I'll go ahead and maybe about here, halfway down, somewhere in this area, I'll mask and then I'll stop. Uh-oh, somehow it deselected my outfit there. I have no idea how that happened. So I'm kind of doing it again. There we go. Let's go ahead and keep masking. I'm going around. I'm kind of getting the body here. So make sure that you don't accidentally click off when you're doing this. You don't want to accidentally mask some of the outfit. So very important you don't mask the outfit on this. So I kind of go in through here. And now it might be starting to get a little confusing as I get down here because there's a lot of mesh stuff here. So you can maybe hide the belt. So I'll turn the belt off so I can see a little bit better. And I'm going to kind of do like a panty line in this area here of the crotch. I'm just going to come in, hold down my S key, shrink the brush down a bit and kind of mask inside the crotch. Kind of do like a sort of a panty line here. For this is what I'm going to mask. Just come in, kind of do this little, and make sure you get the crotch real good because they're usually anatomically correct and you kind of want to go over that a couple times. Make sure you get all the crevices in that anatomy. Let's just say anatomy. All right. And then I'll come up here and get this. Like I said, I'm just kind of do a panty line for these shorts. And you can, if you want, depending on if you're getting a lot of clipping, you could maybe go a little bit lower. Nobody's going to see that, hopefully, unless they like kind of angle their camera to look up the shorts. They won't see that the faces got deleted here. If they do, they deserve to not see any body because they're a perv. All right, let's go ahead and hide all the outfit pieces here. And let's take a closer look at our masking. So I'll just click each one of those. And I'll just kind of look over the mask, maybe grow my brush up, go over it a couple more times, just to really make sure that it got it. And what you're looking for is little spots. Like if I mask something I didn't want it masked, I can hold down Alt and click, and that'll release some of the mask. And you can kind of look at that and say, uh-oh, that's no good. So again, masking. So I'm looking over my mask here, and I'm just making sure it's really good. You know, kind of going through here and giving myself kind of a panty line. here around through the center. And these are the faces that I want to get deleted. All right. So now once you have all that selected and you've gone over and you've analyzed it to make sure that those are the faces you want deleted, you bring your whole outfit back so you can kind of look at it. So I'll bring everything, all my outfit passes completely back, and I'll look at it and I'll make sure that I can't see any of that mask just by looking at it. And I can't see anything that was masked, so this looks good. So what we want to do is invert that mask, all right? Because the faces that aren't masked is what gets deleted by the Zap Slider. So to invert the mask, you hold down Control and click I on your keyboard. That will invert it. And if I were to hide the top, you can see that the mask was inverted. So now what we want to do is go ahead and create a Zap Slider. So with the body selected, I'm going to come up to Slider. I'm going to go down to New Zap Slider. Just go ahead and click that. You can leave the name New Zap. That's fine. Just click OK. Then scroll down to the bottom of your sliders. You'll see this new slider here. I'm going to click the little pencil. I'll hit Tab on my keyboard. That'll bring up the slider properties. Type in default 100. That means by default, this slider will be at 100. So by default, those faces will get deleted. And I'll go ahead and click OK. Then go ahead and click this little pencil. Now this is important. Always double check it. Always open it up. Make sure it actually went to 100. Because sometimes if you type in, I click here and I type in 100 and then I click OK, sometimes it won't set it. So what I usually do is I type in 100, then I click off onto the name and you'll see that the cancel will get highlighted. Then go ahead and click OK. I don't know why that is, but you double check that every time because I've had that problem for a while now. So this is good. This is all set up. Now we can go ahead and file and save our project. So file, save project as. Now I want to go ahead and give this a name. She has it set as, or the author, I don't know if it says she or he, NSK, I don't know. It's, NSK has it set to Commonwealth Shorts. So I'll go ahead and type in some name that I recognize. So Jane Bod, Commonwealth Shorts. Okay, then that's the name of the project. So I can click to project. That'll give it all the slider shape data folders will be the same. And I definitely want the body this time. So I'm going to leave copy reference. That's a body, but let's focus from top to bottom. So the output file name in this case is shorts. So I'll grab this name here just by clicking on that a couple times. Shorts, I'll copy that, paste it in here. And the output data path is where we want it to save to. So in our cases, we want it to meshes, then we want the DX and then Commonwealth Shorts. So I'll go ahead and click that, paste it in there. So data, meshes, DX, Commonwealth Shorts, then it'll save it as shorts.nif. There's no slash on the end. Last important part is in this case, we want to copy the reference shape in the output. That'll be the body. We definitely want the body in this outfit. Otherwise, it'll just be a shirt and a pair of shorts and a pair of boots running around with nobody in them. So go ahead and leave that check. This says, do we want to export the body? Yes, we do. So this is all set up. I can go ahead and click save. And this time I will click save because I haven't done this. So this is all set up. This is ready. So now we'll go ahead and minimize this and let's go ahead and take a preview of it. So I'll drop down my outfit body and I'll find that Commonwealth Shorts. In here somewhere, you'll see Commonwealth Shorts. So I had JB Commonwealth Shorts. I'll click that. I'll click preview. And my program will crash for some reason. I'll go ahead and try that again. I'll click this. I'll find that Commonwealth Shorts. Should be in here somewhere. Commonwealth Shorts. Select that. Select preview. And there it is. So body slide might crash from time to time if you're doing this whole process. And sometimes if you can't get this temp to import, when we first exported it, try it again, right? And go through, recreate the temp file and then try to drag it in. It's a process. Anyways, I'll take a look at this and you should be able to see, if you look in this preview, it will show you, if I kind of angle up, you can see that that body is deleted underneath. So what you're looking at is this is what it's kind of a preview of what it's going to look like in game. So in the next video, we're going to take a look at how we can do a little touch up to all the sliders to make sure that when people are customizing their body, the sliders don't actually cause clipping or weirdness with the deformation of the model. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post below the video and click subscribe to follow us on YouTube.